That's rather beautiful, isn't it? Wowee. We're off to see a medieval church today. So, just now going to go and get the coach. Big ship. And then I'll see you when we get there. Oh, look at that. Chairlift, ski lift, whatever you want to call it. Nice. Here we go. Oh wow, this is stunning. My goodness. How beautiful, huh? So this is the port that we're at. Beautiful. Wow.
Church, like Stave Church, left. There is only 28 left in all Norway. The West use, of course, used to be way more much, but they get destroyed because they wanted to build some new ones, bigger one, and modern one. And on the place we're going, there are actually two churches. So there is like the Stave Church, and there is, just in front of it, another normal church, if I may say, like a modern one. The modern one is actually closed. It's open only on Sunday for celebration. But of course we can go, and we are going to go inside of the Stave Church, where everything is made of wood. And you have some benches inside, so what we can do when we're going to go there is directly go inside of the church, and you can see is actually not exactly the original one, because it has been stolen and rebuilt. So it's kind of like the second, third one, but it's still a super old one. It's actually quite hard to estimate the time where it was exactly the first time built, because as you're going to see, it's all piece of wood, and to analyze each piece of wood to like give an age to it, it's very long and very hard. So they try every time to find some new information about it, but it's quite hard. But they find recently that it's actually the older piece of wood they found is come from the 11th century, and the candle of the last piece of wood they found was from the 13th century. And after it, of course, gets some renovation and everything, so it has changed a bit.
That's not the church we've come to see. That's a modern church. We've come to see that church, which is a 11th century Stave church. One of only 28 left in Norway. Considering there used to be thousands, we're lucky to be able to come and see that one. That looks awesome, doesn't it? We're going to go inside. Wow.
And when we are going to pass actually on the left side of it, you are going to smell it, especially on the corner. You are going to smell it. All the stick you can see right now. Yeah. And there are some drawings which were there back in the days. Be careful to your feet and to your head.
This is nuts.
Here you can sit the benches, you choose the one you want. No problem. Yeah, it was from here. Yeah, the bell is still working, as you can see. So welcome inside of the Stave church. We are going to go back in the days around the years 1000. You imagine now, you are not on benches because benches were not created at this time, so you are standing up. There is no also window. Window is totally dark. The floor, now we've got a nice floor, it wasn't like that. It was dispersed, like no floor. It was just actually four walls, which were standing thanks to some big stave. Like you can see two over there, and there are also two over there. Like one here, this one's a bit higher, but there is one over there. And this is what we call a stave church. It's because of those big pillars here, that they are inside the wall. Back in the day it was much smaller. You can imagine like 50 centimeters on each side, more smaller. And here it was, for example, stopping by the wall here to more or less here for the first one. So it was very small. After it get bigger, and of course on the side also. And now you can see that. When people were coming here, it was of course, you know, in the society back in the days, woman and man wasn't the same level. So women were going on this side with children, and man on this side. They were also going with different door. You've got one door which is just over there for the woman, and one door which is here. The door you use right now wasn't here before. And there is also one door you can see after it, just here on the right. It was for the priests to come inside. So everybody come from different door. And why the women were on this side with the children and man on this one? Is because this is the north side. And from the north side is coming the evil, the sickness and everything. So it's first eating the woman and the children and after the man. Yeah, of course. And if you are not pure to go inside, it was mandatory to go to the church. So if you cannot go inside, you have to stay outside. And that's why there are some holes on the wall. You can see also a lot of them in the back. And people were standing outside and just like with eyes looking through the hole to kind of like participate still to the celebration. After, the benches appear like very, very long time ago. As you can see, there are some dates here, like 1655. Here you can also see one, 641. And there are some numbers on it. Those two, for example, are 4, and after you can see 5. Those is because of the king. You know, of course, that here there is still a king, it's like England. And a lot of kings in Norway were called Christian. So when it was Christian 4, those were the bench of Christian 4. When it was Christian 5, it was the bench made during Christian 5. And so on. Well, every time we change the king, we have new benches. And you can see some of them are like quite, especially this one, got a lot of drawing on the door. It's because rich people can go in front and buy the benches, and so they can decorate it. That's also why on this door, for example, we can see the words. We can see like this is the family name, and some people like grave on the wall the name to make sure like this is my bench. The one we thought the oldest piece, it was from the 12th century. And after when they look a bit on the ground also, they found the 11th century pieces of wood under the bench. And why it's complicated? Because I told you just earlier that the church became bigger and bigger, they moved it. But they don't destroying it and rebuild it with new wood. They're using the old
Wow. Absolutely astonishing. See the markings. Wow. This is awesome.
If I'm not falling, I'll be that person.
Very steep. It's difficult to the top as well.
Is that the piece of wood you were talking about? The 11th century?
Yeah, this
Wow.
one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not obvious actually, but yes,
Ah.
it's this one. And if you're looking also behind like the man door, which is actually going to be just on your left.
Yeah.
This is also like the sculpture on the side from the first church.
Oh wow.
We really use it everywhere.
It's from the original church, the scripture. Wow. It's just awesome, really. So old. So old. Wow. All I could say, really. Beautiful area. Fortunately, I haven't got time to check out the graveyard. And these are here basically to hold the thing up during storms and stuff. That's just amazing. Wow. There's not many of these left, as I've already said, which is a shame, but I thought there was 30, but the lady said there's 28 left. Out of thousands back in the day. Awesome. This area though, I mean, wow, even I'd come to church if I lived here. How cool. There it is. There it is. Stunning. As is that. Rødven. There we go. It's good that it's protected. It's so good. And that's what they call a modern church. It's closed. It's only open for worship on a Sunday. Can you imagine the people that have walked through the doors of that church? Or even on these grounds? It's in its original location. It's not the earliest church because the first one was stolen. That's just absolutely awesome. Tiny little graveyard that goes up there slightly. But what do you think about the etchings inside? They're originals. They're not done by artists, they're done by regular folk who come to the church way back in the day. Absolutely fantastic. But there you go, I'll leave you with that stunning view. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it came out quite nice on video. It's hard to tell when you're in there. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're not. I would be very, very grateful. It's all free to you. It doesn't cost you anything. I appreciate your support, and to each and every one of you, thank you.
New white goat. The no fence goat.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers.